shots, 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is. I think it's about 10,000 shots at least with the new form. And you have to force yourself mentally to think about it. It's very frustrating, right? Because you're so used to being comfortable. Your shot percentage will purely performatively. Usually you run into problems because people will eventually, especially women, right? Doing it performatively, you truly becoming somebody, you have to advance that from being performative to integrate the new form. And you have to force yourself mentally to think about it. It's very frustrating, right? Because you're so used to being comfortable. Your shot percentage will go down until it inevitably goes back up higher after the 10,000 shots. And that's really annoying to deal with. But you have to actively focus on it, correct it. You can't integrate that by performing one time. You have to perform for a long time until you understand the nuts and bolts of the new performance, until the performance is no longer a performance, it's just what it is. Okay? That's what frame is all about. So initially, yes, you're gonna have to perform. So this is the biggest this is the biggest problem a lot of guys have with this. They don't want to be someone different, but then who they are now is not getting them any results. So sorry, you're gonna have to. The frame of those friendships matters. The frame of those friendships is very important. Generally speaking, I'm going to say watch out. How high is another? Game is important because sometimes you're going to have to insane to make it now. Like I said, there might be a handful of them that do it, but the majority won't. And that's just the nature of how. If equation one is designed or its purpose. So, wrong question. I blame the boomers. Oh, 100%. 100%. They were, they're one of the most indulgent generations. And now we're seeing this now. We're seeing the realities of it now. They will not let go to the bitter end. They won't let go. Okay, they are attached to a lifestyle that does not exist anymore, and they're going to burn through their pockets to prove on ego that they deserved what they got. When in reality, the majority of them were just born in a lucky time where it was easier. They can't accept that though, because their whole life they're standing on, I could do it when I was your age. They're not going to back down and say, I was wrong. They're not going to do it. At least not the majority. There might be a handful of them that do it, but the majority won't. And that's just the nature of how humans function, right? Obviously, your life is the hardest every single time, right? This is natural to think this way. My life is the hardest, therefore, I worked the hardest to get what I get, and it's not really realistic most of the time. A lot of people, they don't want to admit the help they received to be in a higher category, because these things are typically built in generations. It's not built in one day. Yes, some people do build it in one day, but usually there's a very heavy price to that. Like, new money doesn't come for free. Old money is usually more solidified because it's based in some sort of legacy, industry of value, name over time, generational. New money, usually you have to sell, you have to do something insane to make it now. Like I said, new money is very rarely free. Look at people like, look at a lot of people that are in sports, right? They make way too much money for their own good and they come from nothing, and very often they end up back at nothing. So, is there a logic to frame? Do you choose your behavior, or you just like shooting a basketball, right? When you start